So first of all, I'm Sanjay. I work in technology in London. My actual academic background is not in marketing or retail, but my online business is an e-commerce store that sells imported goods from China. And we sell across our own website built on Shopify, but also on eBay, Amazon, and Etsy as well. And we sell all across Europe. I started it with around an initial investment of about £2,000 around 2 years ago. And today we average around a 10 to 15% net margin on all the items I sell. We sell hundreds of items every month. I was actually inspired by one of my co-workers who was doing the same thing. So he was identifying products that were in demand online and in e-commerce, sourcing the products from Alibaba, mainly from China, and then selling them for great margins online. So Amazon FBA, or fulfillment by Amazon, is really, really great because you never have to touch the products physically yourself. They are shipped straight from your supplier, wherever they are based, to an Amazon warehouse. And then Amazon actually ships the item when it sells to your customer. So all you need yourself is a laptop and the internet. You don't need to physically handle any of these products. One of the other big pros of using Amazon and Amazon FBA is that there are obviously thousands of people using the Amazon platform. So there are huge online communities, both run by Amazon and on YouTube or other forums and sources that are really great in getting help, answering any problems or questions you have. So it makes it really easy for anybody to kind of get started and find success. The other great pro of Amazon, of course, is that it has a huge customer base. Millions of people visit at least the Amazon.com page every day. So again, it's very easy to get started and get your first sale as long as you follow the kind of basic rules and have a competitive product and price. Another thing on Amazon, and another pro, is it's very competitively priced. Of course, they offer the service to many people. So compared to other fulfillment services, it is both very reliable in the sense that you have the support of a big company behind it, but also still very competitively priced. Another pro that's, I think, very important here is that while you use Amazon FBA or fulfillment by Amazon, you can also sell on other platforms. So while I sell on Amazon, I also sell on eBay and my own website and still fulfill those orders through Amazon, meaning I never have to store or touch the product myself, but it all is managed by Amazon for me. The last thing is that Amazon also allows you to access the EU marketplaces. So through one account, you can sell in up to 7 different countries across Europe. While that might change slightly with the new Brexit rules, it still will be much easier to access than having to do that yourself and source and set up in these individual countries. On the cons, Amazon does have a relatively large seller fee. So for example, whenever you sell an item through Amazon, Amazon takes 15% cut of that before the fulfillment costs, which is relatively expensive, but as long as you manage your margins well, you can still make money from this business with that fee. Another fee to be aware of is long-term storage. So if your products don't sell fast, Amazon will charge you a fee for storing it in the warehouse for a long period of time. So you do need to manage your supply chain, your stock, your inventory, and make sure it's moving at a quick rate to avoid hitting those fees. And the last thing, or last con to using Amazon is it has very, very strict rules. It's very process-driven. There are very specific rules on customer feedback, on copyright, on taxes. So you must do your research and make sure you abide by those rules. Otherwise, Amazon can close your account and block certain products from selling, which can obviously hurt your business quite significantly. So when it comes to building a brand, I use a number of different products. I advertise on Amazon, which has its own advertising platform. So you spend some money on promoting your products. But I also use Instagram and Facebook advertising and pages as well to make sure people know about the the product, how it works, the pricing, and make sure we're targeting the right potential audience. But I also rely heavily on the product selection. So I have, of course, I choose products that are in demand, that have a limited number of people selling them already in those markets, and also make sure that my prices are competitive. So making sure I'm buying a good price, that my margin is good, and that I can still sell at least at the same level as other sellers or more competitively, to make sure that I have a good flow of sales. The other important factor when building a brand is creating trust. And most of that is done through reviews, and most importantly, trustworthy and authentic reviews from customers. There's a large market out there for false reviews. I would recommend that we don't involve ourselves in that. It can offer quick results, but it can very much lead to your Amazon store being shut down or all of your products being removed from Amazon. So be patient, build good customer reviews and feedback. It does take time, but it does work in the long run. So some of the biggest challenges include managing stock. So you don't want to overstock your items, but you don't want to understock them either, as of course it can both negatively impact your margins with those long-term storage fees I mentioned, but it can also obviously mean you miss out on sales. So that was one of the biggest challenges in the early days, making sure I had everything in stock, but it wasn't overstocking. I managed to overcome this kind of over time by learning how to better track my lead times, so how long it took for my supplier to deliver those goods to the UK. Also how fast the products were selling. And actually Amazon itself has some good tools to help you forecast your rate of sales and how many items you need to keep in stock. Another challenge was in taxes and accounting. This can get very complicated, especially once you build a good scale and you're selling hundreds of items across many countries. But fortunately, by the time you kind of reach that point, it makes sense to hire the services of an accountant to kind of support with managing these and take that burden away from yourself. The last challenge, again, I alluded to before, is around building good product reviews. I think this is the key to success, and it can take a long time to build a library of hundreds of reviews from real customers that understand and value your product. I would say the best technique that I've found to overcome this is in the early days, we usually operate a kind of break-even price, so slightly lower price to make sure we get those sales. And we also have regular kind of follow-up communication with those early customers, asking them for reviews or feedback, or just following up to make sure their experience was good. And that can really help you get those early reviews and build that success.